Hi everyone, welcome back to Venus and Virtue, where we practice mindful magic to create change within ourselves and the world around us. Today I'm going to be doing a VR to the hashtag #MyTarotQuirks. So the origin of this hashtag was the YouTube channel Saturnarium, and I will leave their video linked below. But the way I found this tag was actually via Katey Flowers, who did a VR to the original video as well. So I'll leave her video down below so you guys can check out some of the responses to the hashtag. So kind of getting started with some of my tarot quirks. The first one, and probably the weirdest one that I would say, is probably how I cleanse a deck before doing a reading. So using my Ethereal Visions Tarot, the way I would cleanse the deck before doing another reading is I take the deck and I knock 3 times on the top, flip it, knock 3 times on the bottom, flip it over once more, and knock 3 times. So I knock 3 times on the deck 3 times for a total of 9 knocks. And that's just to kind of loosen up the energy on the top, loosen it up on the bottom, and then the last 3 is to kind of like blow it away. If I feel the deck needs a little bit more cleansing, I will actually blow on the deck to kind of get out all that old stagnant energy. Personally, I haven't seen anyone else do that exact sort of ritual for cleaning a deck. If anyone else has, let me know down in the comments how you cleanse a deck before reading. And so then another quirk is that I only do overhand shuffling. There's very few decks that I will riffle shuffle for, but that's mostly for comfort reasons, because a lot of decks, even if they are standard tarot size, it's just very difficult for me, like with my hands, to riffle shuffle them. Like I have a hard time getting a really good like grasp on it. So, and it's just a little bit more like just cumbersome and a little bit more difficult for me, so I will typically just do hand over hand shuffling. And a lot of people will hand over hand shuffle in order to get a jumper card. But I actually do not read jumper cards at all. Let's see if I can see like all that just came out. I would not read those. I would actually put them back in the deck and continue shuffling. So I do not read jumper cards, and if I get a ton of jumpers, let's see if I can sort of force it to happen. Of course, it's not going to happen when I want it to. But if I get like a ton of jumpers and like half the deck spills out, I will actually put all the cards back in a pile and put the deck away. Because if I'm getting too many jumpers and the deck just does not want to cooperate, that sort of tells me that the deck doesn't want to be used right now, and that the energy is not balanced, the energy is just off, and it doesn't want to work with me right now. So if I get a crap ton of jumpers and cards are just all over the place, I will put the deck back and put it away. So that is my next tarot quirk. And the other way that I read is I don't actually like count out how many shuffles I do. I just kind of shuffle until I feel called to stop. And I don't ask questions while I'm shuffling. So like that would be a jumper, but I don't read those, so I put it away. So really shuffling is sort of my mind clearing practice. And once I feel, oh my gosh. Of course, now I'm getting all these jumpers, right? But I will just shuffle until I feel called to stop. The shuffling is sort of my clearing my mind and just sort of my calm space. And once I feel called to stop shuffling, then I will hold the cards, close my eyes, and ask my question. So for example, let's say I'm doing an interview for this deck. I typically do a 3 to 5 card spread for an interview, and the first question is, who am I? So I've done my shuffling, and I've got the deck, and I just close my eyes and I ask, who am I? Then I open my eyes, and I visually will split the deck, And this one, this will be my card, the King of Pentacles, which you may have noticed, it was reversed. Another tarot quirk of mine is I do not read reversals. So let's say that is the first question, and then I put the deck back together, close my eyes, ask my next question, who are you? Split the deck. 6 of Cups. So that is how I read tarot. And I don't read reversals, so even, like, I try to keep all my cards the same direction, but, like, if I get a bunch of jumpers and I'm just randomly putting them back, they might end up reversed in the deck. So let's see if I've got any reversals, or if they're all okay. Nope, they still look good to me. But let's say I had a reversal in here, I would either put them all back the same direction, or if I were to read a card and, like, let's say this is reversed, I would just flip it so that way it was no longer reversed and read it that way. And the reason I don't really read reversals is I tend to use the question that I'm asking to determine if I need the like upright or light meaning of the card versus the reversed or shadow meaning of the card. And I get both of those meanings in every card. So for example, let's pull a good card. So, like, let's say I pulled the Fool. Let's say I pulled the Fool in my reading. Depending on what I asked the deck, I could get either a new beginning or a leap of faith, or, depending on my question and what my intuition tells me, I could read the more reversed side, where it's not paying attention, like leaping before you look, sort of a thing. And it really depends on the question I'm asking, which sort of meaning I get from the card. So I think each card does have that sort of upright and reversed meaning inherently, and depending on the question I ask will determine the meaning that I get for my question. Alright guys, well that is just a quick little video that I wanted to throw together as a VR to Saturnarium's #MyTarotQuirks. Thank you so much for joining me today, and before you go, please consider liking the video, consider subscribing, and make sure you ring that bell so you get notified whenever I upload a new video. And before you guys go, please remember, you matter, you are loved, and you can make a difference. Bye everyone.